Alright, so as you can see, our scenery is a little bit different here today. We made a little trip. We went from our home to North Carolina to see her family. And it's a little bit different because we're not really in the city where we are. We're kind of in a little bit of a rural place. Not a lot of busy streets or anything like that. But if you take a look, that's where we are right now. And it's a little busy and it's a little crowded. And I don't really know if I like it too much. Anyway, it kind of brought up a good topic that I was kind of thinking about, city versus non-city. And I kind of really think that you're either a city person or you're not. My wife is more of a city person than I am. I love living in the middle of just nowhere. Just trees around me, a big fancy yard, neighbors about a mile away from me. Just everybody just kind of secluded. Everybody kind of leaves me alone. Where we are right now, you're just walking into everybody all the time. We just walked to the Carolina Panthers rally, which was awesome, by the way. But going through the actual streets and walking over people and running into people and doing all that sort of stuff, it's not fun to me. I don't mind walking when there's people around, but just when there's such a big crowd where everybody's just kind of knocking into me and pushing me over and not really having a lot of respect for really anybody, makes me want to punch them all in the face. It's just kind of rude to me. I don't understand it. Just kind of move out of the way. I'll do the same for you if you do the same for me. But I think it all depends on who you live with and where where your parents wanted to live when you were young. And I lived pretty much in the middle of nowhere. I lived in a small little town in New York with a 9.5 acre yard. And what I did for fun is I went to the woods and I played, and I was kind of secluded. I had my friends over every once in a while, but not too much. Where my wife lived, she lived in Orlando at the time. Whole bunch of people around us, nice little cul-de-sac. Didn't really have a yard to play with. She had a pool and all that, but she was normally in the city, messing around, doing all sorts of stuff. She went to the mall and all sorts of stuff like that. She was always around people, and I really wasn't because I was in the countryside. And that's kind of where we differ. I love being in the countryside. I love being around woods and nature, and I like to hike. I like to camp. I like to do all that sort of stuff. And my wife she doesn't do any of that stuff. She never has, and I don't even know if she ever will. But I really think that's what it is. I mean, you really are a city person, or you're really not. And for me, it's just weird. I mean, why wouldn't you want a yard? I mean, especially if you have dogs. Like where we are, we're like 15 floors up. I have 2 dogs. Why would I want to go up and down an elevator all the time just to walk my dog when I can just easily go outside, do a yard, let them out, let them do what they do, and then walk back in and not have to deal with anybody? It's weird to me, this whole scene. Don't get me wrong, it's beautiful out there. It's absolutely beautiful out there. And we've got the basketball arena, they've got a baseball field, they've got everything around them to where you can just walk wherever you want to go, to the movies, to bowling. You can get food. You can just walk a mile and get food. It's awesome. It's really convenient. But just to be around just everybody all crowded up and everything, that's just not my style. It's so weird to me. I'm used to just getting in the car, driving, getting my stuff, driving back, and enjoying my nice little seclusion. Maybe I'm weird. The more I think about this, the more I'm thinking like, it's kind of a little serial killerish. You just like to be alone and do what you do. It's a little weird. But again, I think that has to do with people's environments and the way that people were brought up and the way that they were raised. I think the long and short of it is, I mean, it's okay if you don't like the city. It's okay if you don't like the country. I think it just all has to do with the way that people are, the way that people are brought up. If they have a lot of friends, and then they probably do want to stay in the city a lot more, and because they can hang out with them really fast and they can just go wherever they want, just walk and don't have to drive, don't have to do anything. For somebody like me who doesn't really have a whole buttload of friends, and we just kind of hang out whenever we can, but normally you're by yourself and you're just at home. And for me, that's just perfect for me. I'm completely okay with just being home and not doing much and just spending time with my family. That's awesome to me. That's my favorite time. But I think that's just the way that people are now. Like, if Marissa had all her friends around, she'd probably go out on the town and have fun. But me, I'm a little bit more of that kind of secluded type. So anyway, don't really know why this was like a huge topic. It's not really anything that's important. But if anybody thinks it's just kind of weird to be in the city or be in the country, just remember, just not everybody is you. Not everybody will think the way that you do. People may just like being alone, or people just love being around other people. It's just the way that people are. We're all different. We all have different views. Anyway, I think that's all I have right now. This really wasn't important at all. It was just me talking about absolute nonsense. But yeah, this was fun. What, like 12 videos? I still don't have a damn clue what the hell I'm doing. That's alright. At some point in my lifetime, I'll finally have a video that's actually some form of good. That's okay that I don't have it right now. You guys just laugh at my inherent bullshit that I just spew out right now. It's kind of funny anyway. I just look at myself on the video, I'm like, I'm just kind of dumb right now. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'll eventually get a hang of it, guys. So bear with me, and go Panthers in the Super Bowl. See ya.